Hey, do you want to know how to control pests and diseases in our crops without using agrochemicals? And what regenerative agriculture really means? Then stick around because in this video I will explain it all. My name is Ariel, I'm an agricultural scientist living and working in Adelaide, South Australia. To understand how to avoid using pesticides, we need to know what trophobiosis is. Trophobiosis is a simple yet powerful concept. Understanding this principle not only helps us save money, but also reveals how conventional chemical products often trap farmers in a vicious circle of dependency. Instead of restoring balance, these inputs degrade our systems further, making it increasingly difficult to break free from reliance on them. These days, regenerative agriculture has become a popular term, but in many cases, what's labeled as regenerative looks almost identical to conventional farming, except for replacing synthetic chemicals with so-called biological products. That shift alone is far from true regeneration. Real regenerative agriculture goes much deeper. And that's why on this channel we'll be unpacking these concepts along with many other ideas to help us genuinely rethink what we call farm. So let's begin.
Modern agriculture treats pests like enemies, but is this just a story that keeps us dependent on chemicals? The truth is, these organisms are indicators, not enemies. They show us where our plants are weak and our soils are depleted. They aren't plotting against us, they're simply responding to opportunities created by stress and imbalance in the system. When we see pests not as enemies but as messengers pointing to deeper problems, we move from reaction to regeneration. Instead of fighting symptoms, we start healing causes, creating resilient and sustainable farms. To truly understand this, we need to talk about Francis Chabousseau. A French researcher, he developed the theory of trophobiosis, studying how a plant's condition affects the presence of pests and diseases. Basically, the theory of trophobiosis is that when plants experience stress, they fall into a physiological imbalance. This imbalance attracts the insects and pathogens that feed on them. But these organisms are not the cause of the imbalance. They are a symptom of a plant that is already unwell. Synthetic chemicals can weaken plants, making it easier for pests to thrive. Chabousseau demonstrated that true crop health comes from metabolic balance, and pest outbreaks are simply signs of imbalance. His theory undermined the agrochemical industry by shifting the focus from pest control to plant health, threatening a business model built on endless chemical use. Trophobiosis theory is resurfacing because the dominant model of agriculture, dependent on chemicals, has caused extreme contamination and degradation. Chabousseau's theory shows us that pests and pathogens aren't the enemy, they're a signal that the plant is already sick. With today's tools, we can detect these imbalances early and correct them before disease takes hold. By restoring this balance, we eliminate the need for biocides, cutting costs and allowing the system to recover its natural fertility. Simply stopping pesticides is a recipe for failure. Breaking free requires first restoring the system and rebuilding its natural fertility. So, can we control pests and diseases without spending a fortune on chemicals? The answer is yes. The real question is how. We'll explore science-backed methods that don't require massive investment and cost far less than relying on biocides.
If you found this information helpful, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content like this. In the next videos, we'll be exploring what practical tools we have that can help us significantly reduce the use of chemical inputs in any crop. See you.